Decent system. Top 25. Okay, so I'd like to talk about this because well, yeah, media. This is more based on super televised games than coaches. It's just based on more sort of pure playing ability, a little bit of televised games. But the CFB rankings, I think mine's maybe a little bit more stable than others because I reset my conferences. There's a few theories going on, which is which I'm choosing, not saying my theory is right, but I'm more so choosing to believe this theory that basically basically the reason a lot of guys theirs is getting a little wonky is because basically starting off with all you basically have three super conferences going on. Even though it's sort of not all the way there with the Big 12 and the ACC, but with the Big 10 and SEC, you have this over concentration of programs with high prestige in the same conference. And then they're already high up in the rankings. So it makes it difficult for the teams to fall down in the rankings because those conferences have such concentrated high prestige. And so a team with a lot of losses, like let's say a Clemson, because they'll be great, it's like, oh yeah, they've only lost to like very good teams, so they don't fall down far as they should. But because the SEC and Big Ten are so concentrated with power, it leaves those teams just lingering up because it's hard for them to fall off because their conference prestige is so much higher than all the rest of them. If that makes sense, because like I don't feel like backing out, but like if you look at the top 25 within the game as it starts, you're gonna see like basically it's two conferences have like 8 teams apiece inside of here. So that conference prestige rating is just way too high. When I'm talking about conference prestige, I'm talking about inside of here, inside of my school. Let's go. Here we go. Where is it at? Program tradition. Here we go. Conference prestige here. So like, if you look on the right side, like, this is me after moving teams around. I mean, this is second season in, but it's after resetting things back to 2013. So things are a little bit way more dispersed. I'm pretty sure, I should do it because I do have a whole nother one that I'm experimenting with. I will back out and show you my other dynasty save, which I'm using for other purposes, but don't worry about that. So let me go in here. Yep, dynasty load. The other one should just be saved as like a very generically named one. There we go. That's just pure labeling up. All right, so let's see, let's see if this person's theory is right, which I believe they may be correct with. All right, so yeah, boom. This sort of becomes the problem, and that so many of the best teams are concentrated inside 4 conferences that basically it's just going to keep trying to jumble them up, and it's going to try to keep the SEC Big Ten in there. Because if you see how things start out within the rankings inside of here, the preseason top 25, it's Big Ten SEC, Big Ten SEC, Notre Dame, they're just out there hanging around. Yeah, the top 10. So yeah, top 10, out of the top 10, 9 of them are between 2 conferences. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I would say that person's theory may be right, especially from what I've been seeing. All right, so literally only one team is not from the 4 power conferences inside of here. So that just plays a role in like it's going to just keep cycling itself through. Because the only team outside is Notre Dame, but they're sort of in there anyway. They get special treatment. And then Auburn, Iowa, Wisconsin, Kentucky, Florida, Iowa State, SMU, Michigan State, Nebraska. Yeah, there's not a single G5 school getting a single vote to start the game out. And that sort of may be the problem. Let's see, over here. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, there's not a single G5 school starting out getting any votes. So, and I mean, there also is like a secondary system like in the background that like, even though it's only showing like the vote getting, there's a secondary system that's like actually grading every team fully top to bottom from where they stand in the rankings, which is mostly just yeah, it would be in here. I would probably have to like pull up a video in 2013 to show you as I'm like deleting those because I'm just trying to get those off my hard drive or whatever. But yeah, let me see which one of these could possibly be it. Yeah. There's nothing really in. So there is something in here. Let's see, current media poll. Let's see. Able to see it? Okay, that's 34. Middle Tennessee State. There we go. So boom, Middle Tennessee State is ranked number 100 and 118. So they do have an actual rank, like it's ranking all the schools all the way through 134. But you can see here that it's going to be hard for the rest of the schools to move up just because everything's already concentrated at the top. It's like as those schools lose to one another, it's not going to drop them down. Because on Michigan State loses to Ohio State, Penn State. It's like I'm losing to top 25 teams, so I'm not going to drop down drastically. So it's sort of keeping that cycle very high and up in just its pure media ranking. So it's very hard for the team to fall off. And then also the prestige ranking of the schools, which do flip and alternate, but you're already concentrating all the very high prestige schools already together anyway. So things are number 256 in American. That's a little bit of a mistake, but yeah, you already have most of the schools with the high prestige. I mean, if I went back to pick from the list, you know, I guess I'll go through that too, just to show like where the prestige sort of lies with all the schools. Which I didn't even mean to make this video, but I'll just put this out as a random rambling of just me being me. But yeah, I would say the theory holds some validity because if everything's just cycling over one another because there's too much concentration at the top, there's not much you can do. And let me see, I don't think any real rankings are going to be inside of here. Yeah, there's nothing inside of here, but you're already here. You already have 17 schools here. That's 17 here. Then, wait, can I not count? I cannot count. So this is 4 by 4, 16, 17. Yeah, that is 17. Then, this is 18. That's 18. And this is 16. And this is also 16. There's nothing the smaller schools can do, so it's just going to keep keeping itself concentrated. And I'm guessing it's going off of school prestige. It's also keeping everything good. Everything sort of concentrated with all the big schools. Because 5-star programs here, you have it here. So Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State, they're going to get treated a little differently. But also their conference is going to get treated differently because of the prestige. Then you move down to the 4-stars. 4-star, I don't think I've seen anyone here. Because it also counts 4-star and above, basically. I don't see anyone here who's not a Power 5 school. Now, 3 stars. May get some of the smaller ones here. Let's see. Nope. Nope. I'm trying to see anyone here who feels like they're not in a power conference. Yeah, all of these are power conference schools now. So literally, that's probably what's messing up your rankings. And that there's a little bit of hold on to brand name shit and the prestige of the school already existing. So it may actually be the one theory that's sort of being more prevalent is like it's cycling itself back through things. And also another theory that's people say could be messing things up is that it's holding to schedules, but also the game's it's not really working out with these super conferences of trying to like schedule conference games how you should schedule them, adding in with all these new schools and keeping rivalries. There's a little bit of mess going on. But I would say that may explain the college football rankings and that there's too much power already concentrated at the top. So there's no room for people to really fall off because they're sort of getting graded on, oh, I lost to a very good team. I'm not going to fall low. So that keeps that team that should start getting lower ranked, still being ranked fairly well. Actually, wait, where was Vanderbilt here? Not trying to shit on Vanderbilt, even though everybody likes to shit on Vanderbilt, calling them the child of the SEC who shouldn't be there, but it's Vanderbilt. They are very good in other sports. Let's see. Vanderbilt is sort of the whipping post of the SEC. And they are 2.5 stars, which we watched that no one rated 3 stars or above was from a non-power conference. So is Vanderbilt truly the worst school out of the power conferences? Let's see. The pack. Yeah, you were tied with the Oregon State Beavers. I don't think I saw anyone else lower. Am I missing? Who am I missing? Okay, yeah, Big 12. Yeah, I think I may be right that Vanderbilt is getting the lowest. Vanderbilt, Indiana, Northwestern, Rutgers, Duke. Okay, Duke is 2 stars. UVA, deservedly so, and Wake Forest. So I mean, we had this. What was that? Like 7, 8 schools out of the 60 power conference schools are ranked below 3 stars. Meanwhile, no group of 5 school is ranked above 2.5 stars. So you sort of see how like this adds up and can sort of repeat a cycle of like going off of school prestige, holding on, and like giving guys rank and everything. So it may just be a deadly cycle is repeating itself. So it may be less about how the rankings work and more sort of about a little bit how the rankings work and how prestige, making that less of a factor, keeping people up. And maybe some people like me who have reset conferences and sort of like dissolve that concentration of power are having a less chaotic looking board. I mean, I have to go through my videos to like find. I'll put it up with this video because I think I'm scratching this from my whole dynasty series. This is gonna be its own self-supporting rant. I'm gonna have to put up what happened my first season in my college football video. I'll have to go through it and like look at it just to see because I didn't pay too much attention to it as I was like moving forward with stuff. But I'll go look at it and then I'll throw it in here. OG Smurf 826. I can't guarantee what I'm saying is true, but it may support some things.